Check this out. Bonus pick before I even have my picker. Going for the triple pick. Should really just leave this actually for when Sam gets here so he really understands how bad the garbage is, but actually he'll understand how bad the garbage is once we get going. Actually, he was out pretty late last night and I saw a lot of garbage I am looking forward to picking. So it's another beautiful day here in Osborne Village. I'm gonna pick this up because this is such a juicy find here. I don't want to risk somebody else getting it, but I do want to leave some of the garbage for Sam. Oh, another flat can. See, yeah, I was walking around last night. A lot of cans. A lot of juicy targets, as we call them. So, this will be hopefully a great day. Fun guest who can tell us all the tricks behind making a whiskey sour, how to get not thrown out of the bar. I think we all know how to not get thrown out of the bar. Don't be an asshole. This is episode 12 of Trash Talk with our special guest, Sam the bartender.
Sam the bartender. Hello.
It's interesting to note that you've been pouring me drinks for almost 20 years,
Yeah.
and I don't think I know your last name. I don't think I ever knew it.
No,
So,
it's Matthews.
Sam Matthews, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, here on the Trash Talk podcast, and there's some juicy trash today.
Yeah?
I saw it last night, and I was
So that's what you do? You go and kind of eye it up on Saturday nights?
I don't necessarily try to, but it's definitely a thing you're always cognizant of once you start litter picking. When you,
Yeah.
when you see it after that, you're like, ooh, that's. I hope that's still there on Sunday. That'll be a good one. I'm gonna go for that bottle cap, even though a little bit. There you go. Yeah, the pickers are really good. You can grab cigarette butts. That's how agile they are. But we don't bother with every
those?
cigarette butt.
That's good.
Yeah, if you started with the cigarette butts, you'd never leave this block.
No,
Yeah.
that'd be a lost cause.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you smoke?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I
Well,
mostly vape now. I smoke about a pack a week.
That's pretty chill. I would
Yeah,
say.
for sure. Definitely from a pack a day for years. so-
Right. We thought we were going to stop smoking, and we kind of have, but we've created a whole new problem. Obviously, yeah.
I think it might be more difficult to put down the vape eventually than cigarettes ever would be.
Oh yeah.
But-
I think there's like a documentary that's about the guy who created. I mean, and he said, yeah, I thought I was going to sort of save the world, and I've done us a huge disservice now. Kids are vaping way harder than they.
Oh, I
would
can't
have.
imagine. Like when we were growing up, it would have been a total nightmare. It's way too accessible.
It's way too accessible. It's fruit flavored. It's marketed
super
towards
tasty.
kids. Yeah, it's super tasty. And now at this point, anybody who was using it to stop, like they're just dual fisting cigarette when I have the time, vape if I don't. So yeah. I saw this thing, so I figured you got to cut across for it.
I thought you were pointing at the straw.
It's an interesting, this is a can, but.
So that's from the Cat Cafe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You big Cat Cafe guy?
I took my mom there when it first opened. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was actually pretty cool.
I'm gonna get this. So is that? Oh, there was a muffin in there. That's teamwork, baby. Nice. Cat Cafe, is that so that clear thing, was that like a thing of milk?
So
or
yeah,
something?
like when you go in, they give you coffee or a juice or whatever. It's
Hey Dan. Hey, nice to see you.
It's included with your $25 20 minutes with the cats.
Okay. I know they have like a whole crew that has to care for the cats full time. So
Yeah.
I hope it lasts. When I actually realized they had a job posting for the early morning feeder, and I was like, oh, there's actually sort of a big operation. And
Yeah.
you didn't think about maintaining 25 cats.
No, and then I think that's their second location in Winnipeg as well. So
Right. So this is my building, so I always try and do an
great.
extra good job around here.
yeah. So are we gonna do a little dance around here?
Yeah, let's do
right.
the dance round. I actually grabbed a bunch of stuff off this boulevard earlier. This type of plastic,
That's gotta go.
It's incessant too, and it's
gotta go, bro.
It's gotta go. And if we
Cellophane.
don't get it, where it's
Yeah.
gonna go? Nowhere.
birds,
There's only
squirrels.
one way to get those things off the ground, and it's
Yeah.
two guys with pickers
Yeah.
doing the dirt.
Man, I think I just want one of these pickers just for whatever.
Yeah, it's the feeling of power, right?
It is, man,
Yeah.
and I didn't expect them to be so active.
We would have moved down here, but this cup, it was sitting here for 3 days, and I didn't do anything about it because I was like, I just want to see how long it lasts. And oh, nice, good eyes. You gotta have soft eyes. That's what we say in the litter picking game. You can't lock in on the cup. You gotta be scanning.
Yeah.
So we'll go back towards my building, but I just gotta clear this because I've been waiting for 4 days to pick this one up, and it blew this far.
Wow.
And that's
Good morning.
Hey, no problem.
Cheers.
That's one thing you realize about litter when you do this too. Like, if you see it somewhere else, you're like, that's not my problem. It's like, eventually it's all of our, it blows, it blows around and it ends up in front of your stuff eventually.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Cat Cafe, loving these things. Oh yeah, this one is you know, this is our weapon. This is our basic sidearm, and it's like, you ever watch The Other Guys?
Is that with
Will
Ryan?
Ferrell?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. There's the scene where Mark Wahlberg has to go to like therapy because he discharged his gun.
Oh,
but
he shot Derek Jeter?
Yeah. But yeah, it's supposed to be like this thing for dumping your trauma, but all these guys are just like, yeah, so I fucking unloaded on him. How'd that make you feel? Like my cock was made of concrete. And that's what these things are, you know? This is all the power in the world right here.
Yeah, buddy. It seems like it's quite the posse that is working with you.
It's really grown, actually. I was just talking to Danny about that, where the other years I feel like we'd have 5 or 6 and it was sort of a rotating cast of characters, but now there's this like core group of 8. It's mostly seniors. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're super into it.
And
they're super reliable.
And they're really consistent.
They and I know that some of them actually do like midweek picks. Like they're just like, they love it so much and they have the time, and yeah, they're picking up garbage in the middle of the week. So the you know, we're looking cleaner than ever before, but it's funny because I think actually we still have the same amount of garbage entering the village and being left behind. It's just getting picked up more frequently.
Yeah.
You know?
And is this, do you know if this is the first time this has been a thing?
So Danny did it for years on his own, kind of.
Yeah.
And then 3 seasons ago was when he got the biz involved, and they bought him the pickers and the buckets.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And yeah, helped him sort of just organize it. And at the end, they buy us all lunch.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Not the end of every day, at the end of every season.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. Which you're technically entitled to now. If you mark your number down, they'll give you a call.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. This church is definitely a hot spot.
Church is a hot spot. They have people, credit to them, like they try and do their businesses, but like they try and be mindful of it themselves.
But it's probably
you know, there's lots of time in between when their people do it, so the garbage does accumulate. Bro, maybe you're just trying to help me, but you missed that bag over there. It looks like an old Dutch chip bag.
Oh, buddy. Well, I was just trying to help you.
Yeah. No. It's like, we're not bound to each other. These mics are mobile too, so you know, if I do some straying, don't feel like, oh, I've got to sort of stay on his hip.
Okay. Well,
I'll come back to you. The village is you know, I don't know how you feel about it as a man who's been slanging drinks here for a long time.
Yeah, and I mean, I've lived here for 15 years, like in the village, and I've worked at the Toad for 15 years. So.
Right. So it's an interesting time because I don't know if you'd agree, but I'd say like 2022, 2023 was like the lowest ebb.
I think that's the lowest I ever seen it, man.
Yeah, with not a lot, but now there's the Cat Cafe and all sorts of interesting stuff, and yeah, it's definitely coming back, I think, and that's a kid's toy. Yeah, good. That's a good call. How are you finding like the sort of foot traffic at the Toad?
I find it pretty good overall. Like, there's definitely a lot more police presence around too. You know? Like, they have definitely. Probably 5 days a week they pop in the Toad and see how it's going.
Oh, nice.
Just like the foot patrol. I think that's actually made quite the difference.
It's definitely made the difference. You know where it's made the big difference? The Safeway. Like,
yes.
It was a free-for-all in there, and it's funny because people like to say, you know, if someone's stealing food and it's from a corporation, like you shut your goddamn mouth. And I get that, but also I'm friends with most of those checkout ladies because I'm there every morning because I have the lifestyle of a comedian and you know, I could go buy 1 banana a day.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you know, it's easy to say it's a corporation that's not hurting anyone. It's like, look, those ladies had to live in fear of some guy just loading up a cart and then using like a battering ram to get past them, and then go into the Toad to be like, hey, you want to buy some steaks?
Yeah. I mean, you still do see like, you know, the people breaking into cars a lot, like this kind of stuff.
Right.
This is unfortunately like a really consistent thing. I think everybody that's parked their car at the Toad that works there has had it broken into, their window smashed.
In the back lane?
Yeah, because there's no cameras back there.
Interesting.
So don't park back there.
Yeah. It's funny because I actually found like on this street, like, yeah, obviously something happened there, but overall I think because it's so close to the church, and it's a slight like don't shit where you eat thing.
Yeah.
I found that this street is better than it has any right to be in terms of break-in, because also it's Winnipeg. Like, I don't know where I'm going to tell someone to park where I would have total confidence they wouldn't get broken into.
No,
you know?
but you know, like a lot of people, like, because I grew up on the East Coast, and I found that, you know, when I told people that I was moving to Winnipeg,
this is a very
dicey.
This is a shooting gallery, so just be mindful of needles. And today it's not too bad, but yeah, grab that. Hey, sorry, East Coast.
when I told my buddies I was moving to the East Coast,
We'll go to a dumpster right away. So.
okay. It was, I got a lot of kind of, oh, there's a dirty rig right
There's
there.
a needle sticking. You know what? We're gonna go to the dumpster.
Yeah,
We're
and
gonna
then
dump
there's another
this,
one there, too.
And and then we're gonna go double back to my place where I have a Sharps container.
Great.
Courtesy of Michaela Smartbrows, our safety safety sponsor, safety officer.
Fantastic.
Yeah, she gave me the proper receptacles for it. And anyway, sorry, East Coast.
Yeah, so when I told people I was moving out here, there was some, I got a lot of looks, and my buddies were like, man, are you nuts? You know, you could live in anywhere else in Canada. I ended up really liking it here.
Yeah, no, I think there's no shortage of self-loathing Winnipeggers, and to them I say, fucking leave then. More Winnipeg for me.
Yeah,
Like,
hit the
I don't want the
bricks.
people to hang around here. And
Yeah,
like,
go to
oh,
Vancouver and realize how
Yeah.
good it is here actually. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like Vancouver's a fantastic
Yeah,
city.
if you were rich, it'd be a great place to be.
That's what I mean, you know.
But yeah,
it's-
the people are like, oh man, there's nothing to do. I'm gonna go to Toronto because there's just so many options. Like, yeah, if you're not so tired from working like crazy
Three
just to
jobs.
pay for your shitty, you know, one bedroom shoebox.
Can I
then
just turf this in here?
You can absolutely turf it in there. I don't know if you wedged too hard with that big bag. Oh no, you're nice job, nice job.
I'm a natural, buddy.
There you go. Yeah, you really are. You're getting it, and it's fun, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's gratifying. So wait, how old were you when you moved here?
24.
So you've been here since then.
15 years,
Yeah.
yeah. And pretty much as soon as I got here, I started at the Toad. Which
Started
was-
at the cavern too, right? Like
yes. Yeah, that is where I started.
Right.
Like the first time I ever went there was to work there. I'd never actually been to the pub before. And there were a lot of Winnipeggers who were pretty pissed off about that. They'd been trying to get a job there for years.
You just walked right in.
Just
What,
walked
why
in.
do you think you like? Did you have a crazy bar pedigree from out east?
You know, I bartended out there, but it certainly wasn't crazy good or nothing. It was just that I was dating a girl from Winnipeg who had some connections, and
She got you in.
she got me in there, but
Right.
just like any other job, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, it's true. It's who you know.
Yeah.
I'm glad to have me because that is the genesis of our relationship. Was
For sure.
When I started comedy, the hot show was at the Cavern,
Yeah.
and yeah, you were a fixture. Later, it was the tall guy,
Super tall.
super tall, and then a brief stint with Max, the jacked guy, Maximilian.
Max bartended down there?
He did bartend down there.
That's
it was like in the
fantastic.
worst era of Cavern open mic, but he was
Like
definitely
that was
down
like
there.
the Dark Ages?
It was, yeah. The show was struggling. These things kind of go cyclically. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was the downtrend of that. But
And then what was the guy that John like the,
oh, Duff. Oh yeah,
Duff.
of course, Duff. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Because I know that he got sick. I don't know if he's
He got he was a cancer-ridden man in general throughout his life.
Yeah.
And yeah, he ultimately unfortunately passed away from brain cancer.
He did?
Yeah, maybe it was right before COVID, 2019ish.
Oh wow.
But yeah, he was a great guy.
He
He
was.
was a complicated man. Maybe you never had to catch the brunt of like cunty Duff.
I didn't really like, but you know, one thing I did notice is that he was really good, like kind of leader of the gang. As far as from where I was standing, he kind of, and I don't know if that he was the leader, but to me, he seemed to be kind of de facto.
No, he ran the
organizer.
show. So yeah,
Yeah.
like honestly, I say cunty Duff, and we'll all still, you know, say that, but at the same time, always give him his credit. Like you know,
I'm sure he was aware that you called him Cunty Duff.
Oh yeah, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew. You can't have that many blow-ups and not aware that not be aware. Well, you know, let's walk in the middle of the street because sometimes things that are right next to the curbs,
I see.
you miss, and we'll get a fresh perspective as we make our way.
Not nearly as effective with my left, that's for sure.
Yeah, you have a dominant hand.
Yeah.
It's not a shocking thing.
Yeah.
God willing, you'll never be in a situation where you have to do it with your weak hand. This is not like The Princess Bride, where you're gonna have to go left-handed to throw the garbage off for a minute and then switch. So just stick to your good hand. I used to do a joke about that. About like, have you ever tried to wipe with your non-dominant hand?
No, I had a really good friend of mine convert to Islam out east, and they only wipe with the left hand. You don't really do anything with your right hand. That's
Right.
That's dirty, right?
Right.
And that was like, he had no problem praying every day, giving up liquor. He couldn't wipe his ass to save his life.
Yeah, it's funny because that's sort of a rule you could definitely get away. That was the point of my joke. Is basically I got a injury at one point where I couldn't use my right hand and I had to wipe with my left. And I was like, you don't realize how bad you are with it because you've never had
gotta
to
wipe
do it.
your ass.
Because there's no reason. You're never trying to D someone up, and you got to kind of like go with your offhand to you know, like you're in there doing your thing, nobody's watching. So why would you ever practice with your weak hand?
Yeah.
Interesting. This can thought he was going to get away from us.
Look at
That's why
this.
you walk the middle Just a bunch of fucking mushed in crud.
Yeah.
Gross.
That is mushed in crud,
A
brother.
nice kilter.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why you go walk the middle of the street. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to go in there.
Yeah. Let's go get a dirty rake or two.
Couple needles in here.
If I was gonna get fixed up, this would probably be where it would be.
Yeah, for sure. This is I like, I hate to say it, but they probably just need to dismantle this wall and maybe take down some of these trees because this area serves nothing, no purpose except for shady area to shoot up.
Yeah.
And I know you need an area to shoot up, and I'm very sorry we have no safe injection sites, but at the same time, it can't be this area.
Are there none of those in Winnipeg? That's not a thing?
I don't think so. What I've heard is like, we had a PC government for long enough and that's just like so against their whole...
See, that's ignorant. It's one thing to leave a dirty needle, like, with the stopper on, but if you're leaving it like that, that is fucking ignorant.
Yeah, that's bad. That's why we have a Sharps.
Yeah.
Again, shout out Michaela Smartbrows.
Yeah.
Keeping us safe. Yeah, well, you know what? Actually, I've encountered this before, and I've thought about it, and it's funny you immediately said that's ignorant, because I consider the stabbed into the ground needle their version of, like, keeping you, trying to be safe for the person who finds it.
Well, I mean, that's what the orange stopper's for. It's so the orange stopper, so you see it.
Right.
And but whatever. I mean,
yeah,
they're obviously not in a great place to be.
Exactly. Yeah, they had bigger fish to fry at the time. I've mentioned that before when I'm in here, and sometimes it's like it's a real mess and there's a smell. And one of the first times I did, I said like, "Oof, that's gross," but also I'd rather be.
I'll throw that in there.
Oh sure. I said like I'd rather be picking up the trash than living amongst it. So
absolutely.
You gotta be grateful. This is the worst part of our day is not that bad.
No, man. And the thing that I'm curious about is what they're putting in the needles. Like what kind of drugs do you think they're at?
Right.
Like, because it ain't heroin.
Yeah, I think people do shoot meth.
Yes, I think that's what it has to be.
I think that is kind of the dominant needle drug here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is funny. I've seen this cat, and this cat is on a leash, and he has
He's
a little
an adventure
buddy.
cat.
He has an adventure buddy in there. They're very cute together. Yeah.
Morning.
So now, unfortunately, I'm relegated to carrying this Sharps container until kind of the end of our run.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not that heavy, but I do like.
Oh, you're kind of like...
I got forearm... My forearm's getting insane. My left forearm from doing this.
Well, you should have brought your third arm, buddy.
Yeah, well...
Should have known. It's not your first day.
One day I'm going to have a backpack rig with a 360 cam over my head.
Yeah.
That'll be the final era of trash talk.
That'll be like when you know you've made it.
Oh, look at this. I would have almost missed this. This is a...
Berry Blast.
Berry Blast, broken bottle. Somebody just threw it in this person's yard. Oh, yeah, okay, so I was asking you about the toad. The switch happened mid-COVID?
No, the first day of COVID.
Right, yeah.
It was March 16th was going to be our opening. We closed, the last day at the old location was New Year's Eve 2019. I moved to Vancouver for a month, stayed with my mom for January, came back in February, and then kind of got down to brass tacks relocating.
As in you were like on the renos and stuff? Like,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like kind of all hands, and it was a good way for me to make money too, right? Like
right.
while I wasn't bartending.
Right.
Yeah, we were due to open March 16th and then have a grand opening on St. Patrick's Day.
Amazing.
And March 16th they closed.
That
all
was
the
yeah,
restaurants.
that was the. I remember I was in Edmonton for gigs and all my gigs canceled.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah, so obviously like yeah, one of the craziest times there must have been a few slow years, and then obviously as we said, the village was at its lowest ebb for I would say all of 2023.
Yeah.
And I know people drink less now. Like, do you just
especially young people?
Yeah. Losers.
Like yeah, when I was like a 20-year-old guy, I was like blowing my paycheck at the bar, And I'm not saying that's like what people should be doing or anything, but that was definitely my.
You weren't looked down upon for it.
No, and
for
especially
sure.
in the Maritimes, I think it's a little different. But
right.
That being said, people say, Newfoundlanders, Maritimers got a heavy drinking culture. There's nothing touches Winnipeg, buddy.
I kind of, from stand-up, I found that on the road too. People sort of like raise their eyebrows when we're all setting up our tabs at the end of the weekend run.
Yeah.
And good for us. That's what I say.
Well, and in that line of work, like comedy, I find comedians are typically pretty good drinkers.
Yeah. I mean, good drinkers as in bad, as in we do it too much. We're too,
well, no,
we're too
but
good
and they're not shitty.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that obviously is not universal, but
sure.
I do find overall comedians are pretty good drinkers.
Good hangs, good drinkers, and yeah. Anyway, at the new Toad now, would you say that it's going good there, or is it would you still say kind of business is slower since the
Business
the
is
move?
definitely slower. I mean, like we haven't had much success. Daytimes are really kind of no.
To be
bueno.
honest, it was insane to me that the other Toad had daytime success. Like, I
It's-
couldn't believe that some people, you want to go get lunch at the Toad?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And then it was like, we never really managed to get like our finger on the pulse as far as like we had a really great brunch when we relocated that no one gave a shit about.
Right.
And it was fucking awesome.
That's
and,
too bad. I
it-
should have backed that as a village guy.
Man, it was a lot of, I did kind of expect more people to kind of,
Follow you over.
yeah, and I mean, a pub is kind of an important place in a neighborhood. It's not just about a place where you go and get pissed up. You know
No,
what I mean? It's like,
It's a meeting place. It's the third place they call it. You know, like
Yeah.
outside of your work and your home.
well, church and
Yeah,
and
we
the
don't
pub.
have those no more.
No, but this year's our 35th anniversary of the Toad, so October 19th, we'll have a big party down there.
I'm gonna just highlight the Copico. Chloe pointed out to me the other week. She's like, I always find Copicos, and I was like, I hadn't noticed that.
I don't know what a Capico is.
I didn't know either. It's this sort of little coffee candy, I guess.
They give them to you like when you leave a restaurant?
Yeah, but I don't know which restaurants. You know, like I know what my regular places are giving me. And ooh, a one condom. Ding, 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 ding. We call this a fun find, Sam.
That's a rubber?
That's a package.
Oh.
Yeah. You're not familiar with the one brand of condoms? Not a big one condom guy?
No, I'm not.
It's the condom that Clinic with a K would give you if you went
Aha.
in. And so that was the condom of my youth. I should.
Yeah, the
you know.
place you never really want to go.
Yeah, well, so I lived on Sherburne,
Okay.
right near them on Portage.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't know. I was gonna walk past this. It just looked gross. I was gonna walk past this, but that's the whole point of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
It's funny. You can just see forensically someone went, "Fuck you," and then moved on. Yeah.
Hopefully
but,
it ended up on their fucking face.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You fucking animal. But Clinic with a K was so close to me, and I would get condoms, and I don't know that I don't. It's not like an embarrassing thing, but basically, I would walk in, not say anything to the ladies, go straight to the thing, grab, they had brown paper bags, like a lunch bag, and grab 30 at a time, and then, not that I probably half them, look, this is not about how many condoms I went through, but like, it always felt weird, like I'm doing this condom heist, and yeah, that was
I mean,
my
I'm
move.
sure they were into it.
Yeah, look, that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
They want people to take them. And I
Yeah.
didn't want to have to make many trips there. You know, like I lived on Sherburne for like 5 years, so those 30 condoms probably lasted me. But yeah, the condom heist was definitely a part of my life. This is a hat that is discarded. I think sometimes you see clothes and it's reasonable to hope that someone's going to come back for it because it's like a whole outfit.
Yeah,
I don't think
well.
anybody cares about that hat. You know what's funny about finding the whole outfit? I've heard that sometimes on meth and other drugs, like people strip down because their temperature goes haywire or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've definitely found the evidence of that, but I've never seen a naked person in the village. And for the amount of times I found the whole outfit and that I'm out late at night coming home from gigs, I feel like I should have seen the naked person at this point.
Well, I can kind of meet you halfway on that. Like, at the end of the night at the bar, when you're kind of like, when everybody's left and you're doing the walk around and, you'd be surprised how many times you find like in the corner dirty underwear. Ooh. Or like from that night.
Yeah, no, I understand. Somebody sharded themselves or somebody was getting a hand job under a table. Or
Yeah, I
something.
mean, like, I feel like I wouldn't need to remove the whole operation and like, dropping trow is one thing, but like,
Yeah.
it's one thing if you're taking them all the way off.
All the way off is wild.
Yeah, and there's like socks is like a thing that's like, socks are quite common for some reason.
The pair or just the one?
Usually the pair.
Okay, well
You know?
that makes me feel better than if you told me it was just one. That would be the sort of thing that would haunt me. How the fuck did that happen?
Somebody's got an agenda if it's just one.
I don't go too deep into people's yards.
Yeah, I kind of felt weird as soon as I was in no man's land
you
there.
crossed the threshold.
Yeah,
You were exposed.
I learned.
I'll just take it right to the garbage.
Okay.
Wet bags.
Ooh.
They're just gross.
Yeah,
It's
wet
just
bag is-
Wet bread bag.
Ugh.
Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, that's gnarly. What do you think is the most disgusting piece of detritus you've collected?
Great question. Soiled garments don't feel great.
No. They leave a little up to the imagination that's uncomfortable too.
Yeah. Grossest is an interesting question.
You'll have to think about that.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it.
It'll probably come to you when you're in the shower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's another thing about this. The shower you're gonna take after, get ready for the greatest shower of your life. It's so gratifying and cleansing, and you get it scorching hot, or at least I do, and you just purge all the dust. If you're careful with the bucket, nothing should really get on you,
No,
but
I mean,
psychologically it's hard
yeah.
not to feel like you've got dust of the whole city on you. Chloe and I rave about the post-pick shower.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's your partner?
Yeah, yeah. I think we came in one
Yes,
time. You served
yes.
us. Served us some great drinks, by the way. Great
Oh,
drinks.
thank you.
What's your favorite drink to make?
To make? The one I'm going to get a really good tip on.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
That's
enough.
about it.
Yeah. All right.
I don't really drink a lot of cocktails myself when I'm out. Yeah, I don't know.
I know you as whiskey sour man.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely made more than anybody in Winnipeg. I definitely put my hat on that.
That's a great stat to have, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember at the Old Toad, there was one year we made like 19,000.
Jesus.
Because on
you
the,
bring it in, and that's that
and then
doesn't
back then
lie.
we charged $6.75.
Woo! You'd be
and-
stupid not to drink a whiskey sour at those prices.
Exactly. Now it's
Oh, we missed some curb action over there. We got to double back.
Well, we missed some cellophane, so it was all worth it.
You're getting it. Yeah, cellophane's hard to spot.
Yeah.
You gotta.
You got to kind of be on top of it.
Yeah. No, I really love the feeling of like completing a zone. So if I'm trying to leave the block, but I see some stuff, I'll always double back for it because it's
Yeah.
nice to just think like, we got it, you know.
Yeah, and thanks for leaving some to me too. I've noticed that you kind of.
Well, look, there's a skill to talking and picking. It takes a while to master. I've obviously got more practice than you. Don't feel self-conscious if you notice me grabbing 10 things to your one. That's just the
Trust
nature
me,
of the
Mike. I
game.
think I'm almost even with you now. So
Okay. All right.
I've been paying attention.
All right. You're keeping score.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm keeping
Hey, healthy
score.
competition.
I was thinking that if I was to do this in the future, I would definitely want my own bucket, and I would definitely. But I mean, you kind of have to replenish the bucket, so there's not a real way to measure the pissing contest.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end, they will ask us how many buckets we did. I would say, like, on a solo pick, I end up sort of averaging 5 or 6.
Yeah, we're at like 2.
2, yeah. We picked up that one big
garbage bag,
yeah,
so that kind of like
juiced
was,
our numbers, but
Yeah.
it still counts.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on 2, and we're like a block and a half from where we started, so we're definitely in good shape. We're putting up big boy numbers.
Yeah. And then so could I just like because oftentimes like
You got that? Nice.
I don't really like go to sleep or after work I'll just like kind of stay up, watch TV or whatever.
Right.
So if I'm up in the morning on a Saturday or Sunday, like I can just walk down and be like,
That's how it works, man. And Danny stays near home base pretty much the whole time.
yeah,
So yeah, I always try and tell people like we do it 9 to 11, but if like 9's too early for you, you come a little late. Like there's no shame. And if 11 is too long, then I'm frankly we're gonna knock off at 10:30 because I want to watch Arsenal Liverpool. So
Yeah.
there's no rules aside from have a great time.
fantastic. So whereabouts do you go to watch your ball?
This I'll probably watch at home. Actually, some guys I know are going to the Grove.
Oh yeah.
I would say
the
I
Grove
watch.
is like the de facto Winnipeg home of football, as far as I understand.
Yeah, for sure. It's their. I mean, I would say it's our only English pub, but it's definitely the one that.
Well, we
has
used
marketed.
to open like really early in the mornings for like 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that at the Old Toad, but
Early
I'm not
Friday.
like gonna do that. So I mean, it's but they will open.
For the big games, I think they'll definitely
Yeah,
open.
for sure.
The owners are obviously passionate. I think they might even be Liverpool people or something.
Okay.
So that might be an extra.
I met
reason
the
why we're
owner
going
there. I'm pretty sure he's a Canadian guy, but.
Right, but I mean his club.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you know,
see.
He's a
I
supporter.
see. And which is your club?
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Always had the coolest logo.
Great logo, great, cool. Yeah, the cannon is cool. When I first started watching soccer, it was like 2006, and I kind of arbitrarily decided they'll cheer for the Dutch in the World Cup. They had cool jerseys.
Okay,
so
I have always cheered for the Dutch.
Hey.
I grew up a big Philadelphia Flyers fan, so the orange is consistent, and
Right.
they were competitive when we were younger too, right? Like
Yeah.
around.
They're perennial contenders. They never win the tournaments.
I don't think they've ever won a World Cup.
They definitely haven't won. I don't think they've won a Euro either. They've made the finals.
In both.
Yeah, and they're good. They have all this. Basically, I started liking the Dutch, and at that time, it was sort of the end of the Bergkamp era, but one of their players was Dennis Bergkamp,
Yeah.
who is a great Arsenal star.
Okay.
And then also Robin van Persie.
I was just gonna say
So-
Robin was the man.
Oh, dude, RVP. He
Yeah.
no sweeter left foot in the game.
Yeah.
But
And unassuming to me, or to my eye too, I was like, that guy can't be like that great, and then he's awesome.
yeah, he is. It was real sad. He left us to go to United, and then finally won the title. That like
No.
we just couldn't deliver a title for Van Persie, and he was like led the league in goals. Actually that might not be true, but basically he did everything he could for us, and then
couldn't get it over the hump.
Couldn't get over the hump, and then when he left, he won it immediately. And I was like, you know what, good for you.
Well, you know
I
what,
guess.
like that's good to see. Like even if it's an opposing team, it's like if there's somebody I find when I cheer for a team, I genuinely like care about the players. I have a vested interest.
Let's take a quick look here because there is a cat named Chuck who normally hangs out around this yard that we like to visit with. Chuck or Tucker, his brother, not around. Okay.
He's in the jungle and
Yeah, this is actually more jungle-like than it's ever been.
It's fucking Narnia back there.
Yeah, that's actually that is a secret garden for sure. There's definitely a portal there.
Ooh, that one's nice.
That's a nice one. Was that like a freebasing piece of tinfoil? Do you think?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, that's
It looks like a good time.
Yeah. This area is always we can't do the dumpsters. It's just.
Yeah, that's kind of a lost cause.
It's a lost cause, and it's a job for shovels. Like it's bad how much. They just need to get more bins for these types of buildings. Like I don't really blame the people. Like that to me.
Well, somebody was in that dumpster.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Sometimes
somebody was going through that.
They
shit.
literally overpack it because they just don't have enough. Garbage for the amount of units in there, and then it spills over, and then it kind of becomes everybody's problem. But you're right, that's definitely signs of someone climbing through.
Yeah, because I mean, it happens at the Toad too. We locked our dumpster forever.
Oh,
but
hidden can, hello, a Twisted Tea Extreme.
that was a good find. That could,
that was.
That's like
Impressed.
up for play of the day.
Yeah,
That is up for the
So
play of the
far,
day.
so far.
Yeah, but it's up for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Keep your head on a swivel, and you might get to make a historic moment in the league as well. I could define your trash picking legacy today.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah. The Twisted Teas, we always joke, are the most littered drink in the village, to the point where now, if I know someone who drinks a Twisted Tea, I assume they're a piece of shit.
Yeah, like they're, because littering is like probably up there on my. Now I'm also a bit of a hypocrite because I do smoke and I have smoked cigarettes, and I've definitely.
Butt trash is a whole other thing for sure.
It's the most littered thing in the world.
Yes, yeah. But to the degree where now I'm very cognizant of it, and I won't litter a butt. But as much as I don't get mad at people who do, because I understand it is just the culture, and there isn't often, if there isn't a garbage, how far are you expected to walk with your butt,
And I put them in my pocket sometimes.
Right.
Or
that's gross. Good for you, but that's gross. You don't have like a stash pouch or anything?
Nah.
No.
But it's really not that gross. Right. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just carbon.
That's true, I guess.
It's stinky.
Yeah, it's stinky is more what I meant than anything else for sure.
Stinky, that's the worst thing about cigarettes, is how fucking stinky they are.
Yeah. But anyway, you were saying litter is, you were going to say like what, your biggest
Yeah,
pet
like,
peeve?
I mean, like, that's like an instant, like, with littering, it's like you're almost dead to me. There's almost like no coming back.
It's just so juvenile. It's so unnecessary. If I met an adult who is willfully like, haha, I threw that on the ground, isn't that funny? It's
people
like,
that throw shit from cars.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah. Grow up.
No, you missed it.
Oh, damn.
Coming in for the assist.
That's his backup, yeah.
Yeah.
Off the board.
Yeah,
the
that's
rebound.
it, man. Rebound, baby. Yeah, people that throw shit from cars is really next level.
Yeah, especially when you're out, like, on the highway and stuff. Like, that's going to be in the wilderness for 300 years.
Yeah.
If not forever.
Yeah.
But it's funny that you mentioned that you are cognizant of butt trash and how it is the most pervasive thing. Because, yeah, it really is. In the village, I always say that, like, if we could just accumulate them one time, then I think people might actually stop. Because just because it's so small and in different places, you don't think about it. But if people could just see all the butts from one night, this is the fun little squirrel door that someone put on the street. A little hobbit door.
That's fantastic.
I knock, they never answer.
Well, they're busy.
They're busy, yeah.
Making new squirrels.
But yeah, the sheer mass of butts, as I refer to it, would blow people's minds, and I would think maybe actually be such a shocking visual thing. It would maybe stop some of that.
I mean, you would think there'd be a pretty easy way to recreate that, like digitally, if it was like, you could go with some statistics and then just be like, this is kind of what it looks like in one day.
Right. Put it next to a CG mock-up of a car or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think one day I'm gonna get someone who's a unapologetic smoker.
Yeah.
And say, okay, you're my guest, and this week we're only doing butts.
You know what's interesting is that we've been on like 3 streets here.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen one empty pack of cigarettes.
I picked up one before you came.
Okay, well, there's been one empty pack of cigarettes.
You're right.
In 3 streets. That was something when I quit smoking, I really was like so cognizant of empty packs of cigarettes because it was like, fuck. I think I want to smoke.
Yeah, they're popping out to you everywhere. That's a great observation, and you're right. I would say we're below the average for what you normally see. As we get closer to the Quickie Mart, you'll notice way more Saran and also way more packs because
you mean the black market?
The black market, yeah. And
in case any of your viewers don't know, that's where you can get $5 packs of
right.
res
Actually,
darts.
I'll be honest, I didn't know that.
No, it's top secret. I think you can even buy pot there.
Do I have to edit this now?
No.
Okay, well.
No, man, keep it in there.
Free advertising for them.
Because people start listening to you and be like, man, I got to get the hot deets on the village. Like, if you're doing a village thing, you should be talking about the things people don't know about it.
That's true. I've been trying to put people onto Red Swan Pizza, the $5 personal pizza.
$5 for
it's a decent personal pizza, 2 toppings. I go pesto chicken spinach, which are premium ingredients in my books.
Yeah, well, for $5.
Yeah, for $5. It's like a totally satisfying meal. And
here, can you see what's in that?
Should we see what's in there? Dump it out, maybe. Here, I'll use my gloves.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's empty, actually. What do we got here? Just a receipt. Chicken bones. Chicken bones.
What a sick find that is.
Yeah,
man.
that's pretty good find.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave this alone, unfortunately, in the alley.
Somebody's.
Yeah, you wonder, like, some guy get punched in the eye.
And
What exactly
like, oh!
happened there? Yeah. But the fresh slice is great, and they'll give you a $3 slice immediately. But if you have the time to wait, order the $5 personal pizza, and while they make it, which takes about 12 minutes, run to the Toad, slam a beer.
Yeah.
And that's my move. I'll go into the Toad, or Must Be the Place.
Oh, yeah.
Finish the beer as the pizza's coming out. It's amazing.
Yeah. So would you say for your money that's the best pizza going in the hood right now?
I would say that. I would say that the trade-off is they don't have slices ready.
But
so that's a huge
I don't
thing.
like getting slices ever.
Sure,
so.
then definitely.
That was like a high school phase, you know?
You think that's a high school move? You don't think that's a busy man on the go move?
That's for. I'm not typically a busy man on the move. I'm pretty. I'm pretty chill, man.
Hey, that's great. That's big of you to admit that, and it's a great lifestyle to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can wait for it.
Red Swan, eh?
Red Swan. It's the owner's like this young guy, a nice guy, and
that's fantastic.
Yeah, young guy who's starting a business in the exchange or in the village, which for starters. It's scary to imagine opening a business anywhere, especially now.
No, I cannot imagine. Like, don't ever open a bar.
No.
Don't do it.
A great way to end up hating the thing you once loved.
And it's just like, it's financially just not.
Burning your money, yeah.
Yeah, it's not really viable as it used to be. Everything's too expensive.
Everything's too expensive. People are going out less. Yeah, and like, I wonder.
This generation of kids, we kind of touched on it earlier, but like the people that are coming up like that were, say, churning 18, 19 during the pandemic, that caused a huge riff in nightlife, like for that generation.
For sure.
Which is fascinating. I can't wait to watch out, Mike.
Oh, good call.
And
huge turd.
I can't wait to. There is going to be a study on the effects of those 3 years.
Right.
Like, what do you think is considered that era? Like, what constitutes the pandemic era? Is it just the 1 year?
Great question. Depending how you slice it, you could call it a year or up to 3 years, really. I know, obviously it starts March 16, 2020.
Yeah.
And it also depends where you are in the world because,
absolutely,
different lockdowns. I would say for us in Canada, it was through 2022. I would say it was like a 2.5 year
operation,
run, in my opinion, and especially here in Manitoba. You know what's so crazy? Do you remember? Were you here for it? Yeah, of course you were. Do you remember how we gloated because we had no cases?
Yes. So and then we got pounded.
We got pounded. But that summer 2020 when the whole rest of the world was shut down and they were restart MB, people still had COVID money in their pockets.
Yeah.
Summer 2020 was actually the greatest summer of my life. And I think for a lot of people because we had stuff open when nobody else did, so that felt great.
Yeah.
And it was also just we'd all gotten through this thing, or it seemed like we'd gotten through this thing, that it was big and scary.
I'm gonna go back.
And I was camping. There you go. No, you stay until the job is done.
Yeah. What was the dumbest thing you bought with your COVID money?
Call it, maybe it's the Chinese Jew in me. Like, I honestly don't think I made one COVID purchase. And I was actually I was aware that if I got into the habit of Uber Eatsing and stuff, it would spiral. So I literally even just had the rule once a month I'm gonna order and I really, not to brag, but they say in COVID you either became a chunk, a drunk, or a hunk. I became a hunk, Sam. I shredded down because I've always been a guy who enjoyed working out, but
Yeah.
now for the first time since age 20, I wasn't drinking. And as it turns out, the drinking really holds you back in the old
Big
fitness
time,
department.
man. Big time.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I barely drank at all during COVID, which was,
Good.
that was great.
Yeah. First time in your life probably too, your adult life?
Yeah, it was the first time I ever took like a, you know, a year off pretty much. I'm sure my body needed it.
Yeah.
Working in the industry can be like a little bit ridiculous sometimes for...
Oh, it's not even fair. You don't
Yeah.
have a chance.
No, you're kind of fucked. Yeah, I think the stupidest thing I bought was a DNA test.
Oh, yeah? Hey, you were hoping you were a prince way back when? Or?
No. No, there was no dynastic royalty or anything like that. Then it just seemed like a bunch of malarkey, to be honest with you.
Right. And now, was it one of the companies that has since, like, had their data stolen?
No, it was a little bit more of an obscure, they were a little more obscure. They were from Salt Lake City,
Okay.
which is an interesting place. It turns out that that's like a major thing down there.
Their industry is
A big
genetics.
industry in Salt Lake City and in Utah overall is genetics,
Interesting.
which I didn't see that coming, so.
How much did it cost?
It was like $800. It was like almost. It was like almost half of my. And I wasn't drinking, so it wasn't like it was a foolish.
You can't blame it on booze. Yeah, yeah.
No, it was totally just like really dumb.
Wow. Yeah, I don't want to shame anybody for any life choice, but that is dumb.
Well, yeah, and you know when you get free money, that's like I really just didn't care. I was like,
Right.
I was
Nothing to spend. What else am I going to
spend it on.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like I'm not going down to the pub.
Yeah.
Not.
No, that's true.
I definitely discovered the marvels of edibles big time. That was like a consistent thing for me.
Thank you, COVID.
Yeah.
Yet
big
another
time.
great thing COVID did for us.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with edibles because when we were younger, like age 18, whatever, 19,
Yeah.
we one point bought an ounce of shake off
Yeah.
of Buddy's brother who was a dealer and thought, oh, we're gonna make a cake, this will be so funny. And on top of that just being way too much to put into one giant brownie cake.
Oh,
I don't
damn.
remember what we did, but I know we didn't do it right because at no point do I remember straining. So like,
It's actually pretty hard to make the butter. And
yeah,
stuff.
there was what we did was like there was an ounce of plant matter in this cake, you know, like we.
So it doesn't even sound like it got you high.
Oh no! Oh, it was the first hour was the craziest giggly hour of your life. It's like a mushroom trip, you know, like a
Yeah.
powerful edible is like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the next 12, we call it the night from hell, or I call it the night from hell. We just got it was so high, so violently sick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a night of puking and just praying to make it through with your thoughts racing. The funny thing is, I say that traumatize, but in fact, like a month later, so we had an ounce and we cut it into 6. So that's how much we all
Yeah.
had, and it only took like a bite or two to get us, you know, disgustingly sick that night.
And then you just never went back.
Well, a month later, I had another little bite. Went and played soccer. Played the game of my life. I was like, I found the
It's
code.
like that pitcher that did that pitch to no hitter on LSD.
Yeah, exactly. Doc Ellis.
Doc Ellis, yeah.
I was like, I found the cheat code. Next week had another game, ate a bite, violently sick, played a shit game, and then I gave it to a buddy, and I was like, get this demon cake out of my life.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
demon cake.
Yeah, and then I gave it to my buddy after the second incident. And he told me, he was like, oh, I tried to have a bite before basketball. So I leave for basketball, and I was, oh, this is a goddamn mess. Basically, he said he left for basketball, and he had bites halfway to the courts before he realized he didn't have any of his stuff.
Oh, wow.
You know? and then he went, it was way too powerful, and that put me off edibles.
Okay, well, you know, at least you gave it a shot.
Yeah, more for you.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think you're the only guy who discovered edibles during COVID. For sure, because you know legalization was only like a year or two in the rear view.
Was it that? Yeah.
It was just before, and also like capsules didn't hit the shelf at first. Like honestly, capsules might have
Wasn't
come out
legalization
like
like
3 months.
2015?
No, 2017 I think was technically it. But you know, when it first started, it was actually kind of embarrassing how badly they botched it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
it
the
was
stores
terrible.
were not. They just straight up hadn't allowed drinks and edibles yet, and
Yeah.
the stores didn't really have anything. So I would say, in earnest, like the experience we all thought we were going to get from legalization didn't really start until like 2019. You know,
Right.
Walking in, buying a capsule, and having real choice and like whatever.
Well, the first thing I actually discovered from the dispensaries was the spray.
Oh yeah.
Have you tried the spray? Well, no, I guess you probably haven't if you're not in edibles.
Well, I consider spray different than edible, which I shouldn't, I guess.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, so I think I might have done a spray once. One time my buddy bought the dropper and sort of left it behind, so I tried some drops at some point.
Yeah.
But To me, I very much enjoy the action of smoking almost more than being high now. Like
really?
I like smoking a joint. Well, now I don't even smoke that many joints. I don't really smoke that much at all.
Yeah.
I have a little
Well, that's good.
flower vape.
Where does the dead bird qualify in the?
Dead bird straight into the dumpster. We don't need to even let that touch the bucket.
Oh, that's too
R.I.P.
bad.
Little Tweety bird.
Yeah, sorry, bird.
Sorry, bird. You're flat as hell.
Yeah.
I hope it was quick and painless.
It looks like it was.
Doesn't look like a cat tore his throat
You
out
need
or
a
anything.
new charger for your iPhone, Mike?
Who doesn't? But I don't need
Like
that
that's
one.
actually an iPhone charger.
Yeah, it's definitely been chewed through by a cat or something.
Aha.
There. Yeah. Oh, not my first garbage rodeo. I know. It's never as good as you think it is. Does this make you happy, Sam?
No, it disappoints me.
Disappoints you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So far I found 2. I mean, that's actually pretty good. 2 empty packs of cigarettes
yeah.
is pretty decent.
Kronenberg Blanc.
Somebody's aficionado for
It's a great beer.
fruit beer.
Yeah. Great beer.
It is a really good beer. Oh, look
Pioneers.
at Twisted Tea.
Twisted Tea where? Oh, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Is that punctured? Does someone use it as a pipe? No, that's just a little crush.
No.
Your first, you haven't grabbed one of these yet, right?
No.
Hey,
And look, it's not even sealed.
welcome
Or
to
no,
the,
it still is kind of sealed.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man. I'm officially in the club.
You're in the club, baby. Blood
Nice.
in. Now you got to blood out.
Yeah.
If you ever want to leave, you have to fucking kill someone drinking a Twisted Tea. But yeah, that's definitely there's nothing else that you need to experience now from litter picking. That's you've done it. You've done the bare min.
Like
If you
I've
quit
been
tomorrow-
to the peak of the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a journey and there's many peaks, but at least you can say if somebody wants to tell you you've never really done litter pickup, you can say yes I have. I picked up a fucking Twisted Tea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With a claw.
with a claw. I thought I saw cellophane in there.
I got some cellophane for
You see
you.
some stuff? It's just these bushes too. This is a real fucking.
I bet you if you just stood here and stared at it, you could infinitely find things to pick up.
Yeah, this lot is.
It could be
real
like a
bad.
Zen experience of like infinitesimal
Yeah.
acquisitions of trash.
The problem is, yeah, as you get close to the black market, as you called it, cigarette litter increases exponentially right up until you get to the nexus. And yeah, this is the cellophane. And yeah, when you mentioned like seeing packs is disturbing, that's something that Chloe mentioned the other day. Like just not even the buzz, but just the litter associated with smoking.
So that's the cellophane from a carton.
Oh, you can tell that's
Yes.
the big boy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
somebody was like nicking out so hard they had to open up their carton and throw their trash
Yeah.
into the bush. Couldn't wait until they, I don't know, fucking losers.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't think people even consider that cellophane trash. Like,
Which is
it's-
unfortunate. I think it's like could be one of the worst offenders.
it absolutely is.
Like
but
this is probably like if we went through there, that would probably be like a nonstop.
That's a day. That's
Yeah.
its own day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, empty or apple? Is this an apple? Sorry, ants. Well, maybe I guess. Should I leave it for the ants?
Yeah, leave for the ants. buddy.
Okay.
Like that'll be gone in 2 hours.
Yeah. So anyway, gross stuff. Food. Food is pretty gross. This isn't the grossest thing I ever found, but once in this park, I found an empty 2.6 of vodka and like a hacked open coconut, and it was just funny to try and picture someone like, I felt like they were trying to improvise their own new cocktail.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, they
We're gonna
were.
go down by the river and
Just
crack a coconut and
pour a
drink
vodka.
a pint of vodka.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
Oh no, dead squirrel.
He got hit by a car.
He got hit by a car, and there's no garbage around here. Do you think I carry him to that garbage?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he does.
That's not like we got to take care of him.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. R.I.P. Ooh, you've had a rough go of it.
His
Stiff as
eyes-
a board.
His eyes popping out. And
His
everything.
eye is popping out. Yeah. Don't look, Sam. We don't need to discuss. I should stop showing him. I'm trying to get him on camera. This guy.
Sorry,
got
man. I
fucked
just
up.
got back from Newfoundland. Everything out there's got to be morbid.
Ugh. So I don't think I ever knew you were from Newfoundland. And as soon as you told it to me, obviously I can hear it just dripping from your
Yeah,
your
I actually grew up in New
accent.
Brunswick. My dad's a Newfie, so.
Okay, but it's the same car kind,
Yeah, car, bar, fur.
Yeah, I don't know how else to articulate the accent, and
hard-
I didn't know you were from there. And
It's
I
the
should
hard
have.
A. That's what
The
it's
hard
called.
A.
Like Boston.
Right. I've been out there for some gigs and stuff. And
Whereabouts?
So I was in Charlottetown.
Town.
Yeah, and Halifax? I was in Halifax too.
Nice.
And where exactly are you from?
I grew up in Moncton. In New
Moncton.
Brunswick.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Which is the only officially bilingual city in Canada.
Officially the most violent?
It's officially bilingual.
Oh, wait, you're saying no other city is officially bilingual?
No other city in Canada is officially bilingual. So like every sign has to be in French and English.
Okay.
Like, it's not like it's optional. It's not like St. B where it's like, oh, now we're just...
This
now
is a
it-
kitschy thing we're doing.
Now
Yeah.
it's just like arrête, you know what I mean?
Right,
Now it's
right.
stop arrête, just in case.
Just in case you can't interpret the big red sign.
Yeah.
Fucking Pepsi, 2 liter, like just animals. You can go for that 2 liter.
Yeah.
I'm just letting this drain. I don't want to. Getting liquid in the bucket is.
Not desired.
It's not desirable. It's not the worst, but it does make your dumps a little more tricky when you go to turn it over and the dust is sort of stuck to the liquid.
Yeah.
And you were just out there a couple weeks ago, right? When I first.
I was
asked
in
you.
Newfoundland, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, cellophane. Hello.
Which is like...
Lock in, buddy.
Newfoundland is not to be confused with the Maritimes. It is not a part of the Maritimes.
Okay. I mean, I feel in my ignorance, I might have already referenced it as such. Did I do that?
No,
Okay.
no.
Would you say most people don't know that difference? 'Cause
Most
I
people
did.
don't know the difference between New Brunswick and Newfoundland,
Right.
I find. There's like a willful ignorance in Manitoba. That works the other way around on the East Coast. Like, I never knew the difference between Saskatchewan and Manitoba, basically, until I moved here.
Right. Which would be a critical difference to anybody from here.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that's...
And is it the same? Are they your rivals out there?
Nova Scotia, big time.
Okay.
But Nova Scotia is like so superior to New Brunswick that it's like, in a lot of ways, like it's like...
Just empirically bigger, more.
It's bigger, they got way more money.
Way more people. Yeah. Okay.
It's like not all caught up in bilingualism, which is just like a total debacle.
Why is it a debacle?
They've lost the plot, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's like you know,
Ding ding
like
ding ding ding. Sorry.
Hey.
Go. I'll put it right to the dumpster.
yeah, they kind of lost the plot on why they're doing it in the first place. You know, it's just like kind of like a...
Now that it's the badge of honor, they're leaning into it too much.
Yeah, big time. It's like creates a lot of division. Like,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
like where I grew up, for example, like if you went to the French school, like Matthew Martin, and you spoke English, you got a detention. You weren't allowed to speak English on the bus. You weren't like, they tried to create like an immersion, but really,
They lost it.
yeah, and like, you know, they've renamed, and it's a back and forth thing where like street names, parks get named Romeo LeBlanc to, you know, Arthur Robinson. And it's like, people are constantly just like, no, this should be English, no, that should be French.
Right.
There's a lot of history there with like Acadian expulsion, where they got like forcibly like borderline genocided and kicked out of the country,
Okay.
which, you know.
Oh yeah, is that what like southern like Louisiana
Yeah, okay.
people are? We kick them out.
Yeah, so Cajun is just a American Acadien.
Oh, okay.
Cajun.
Cajun.
So that's where that came from, is where when they got expulsed, that was still when Louisiana was owned by France.
Right.
So they had refuge there. And a lot of them came back after the King of England said they could go back.
Oh no, a wallet. I almost hate finding. Well, I mean, I do hate finding this now. Like the obligation is on us to sort of get it back to this person.
There's a bunch of money in there, I think.
There's not a ton, but look, we're gonna get the money back to the
Yeah, yeah.
person. Yeah.
I know, for sure.
We're gonna take our cut. We're
No,
gonna take a
yeah.
little taste.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and quickly find if I can just find this
Your
person.
name.
Not on Facebook, eh, Cameron?
Is that like a 2010 iPhone or what?
No. For the record, I love this phone. This is the 12 mini. It's from like 2023.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, and I love
Fantastic.
having
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I actually went and paid cash one time for an iPhone 4S.
So that would have been like in like 2010, 12? Okay,
13,
yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I went and paid cash, $1,300. It was a great phone.
All right, I guess we'll finish we got like 20 minutes left here,
Yeah, great.
and we'll figure this out.
Time just flown, man.
It's a great thing to do, man. It's fun. It's the one thing, the sort of CBC radio show I went on, they tried to sort of pigeonhole me as like, there's a man who walks with guests and talks about the issues. I was like, no, we walk and we talk. Sometimes the issues come up, but don't try and pigeonhole me. I'm not out here trying to point out that I've got solutions or anything. I'm a comedian. I'm trying to be entertaining, and it's a fun thing to do. That's all I want to communicate to people. If you do this, you will have fun.
Yeah, and it's a social service as well, you know.
Yeah, it's a social. Look, it allows you to feel superior to everybody you
Else,
encounter.
you know, and
for
like
the rest
next
of your
time
day.
I see somebody littering, I'm just like so next level. Like, sorry, what were we talking about there?
Acadians, expulsion.
Oh, right, yeah. So in New Brunswick, if you're ever to go there, they have this thing, 15 des Fous, like the 15th of August for Fools.
Okay.
And it celebrates like the return of the Acadian people in 1755 in the year 1755. And that's like a huge, super cool Acadian party that is, I recommend it to anyone.
So in 1775, the
1755.
1755, the king said, it's all good.
After they burned down all their houses, they stole all their food. Like they weren't even, like, so the English would literally go and take all their livestock, and they were only allowed to eat potatoes. They burnt down a lot of their homes. It was like a full-on.
It was like genocide is I think the term.
Well, they didn't try and exterminate them
Well,
necessarily.
if you take away everybody their food and you make,
and their shelter, yeah, no, you're right.
Like Stalin tried to genocide. I feel like was it Ukraine? Is it basically, yeah, that's a targeted targeted effort to erase a people.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like that's not, like, a lot of Canadians aren't educated on that at all.
No, I didn't know that one bit.
Yeah, so.
And in fact, the only reason I knew about the Louisiana, I was in Austin, Texas, and I met some
some people from Nolans.
Yeah, and they were telling me about it. So yeah, I didn't even learn that little bit from Canadian history class.
Yeah, and I mean nobody really does, which is unfortunate. Are we carrying on?
Yeah, we'll get to the park. Even though that lady Deanne, she lives down here, she mostly does it, but we've done enough, and we're getting close. So basically, I'll say we'll do a stroll through the park. Maybe get on some paths she missed, and then we'll make our way back up, and then I think we can call it a day here if you're cool with that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's my level of commitment, man.
Absolutely. Greatest volunteering you can do. You log about an hour and you brag about it all week long.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to tell everybody.
Discarded shoe.
And
I think we'll get some good clips
man.
from this.
That's a legit Chuck Taylor.
That's a legit Chuck Taylor.
That's a $50 shoe.
Well, it's only half the pair, so I'm not sure what it's worth when it's. I'm
Well,
not
the
sure
good thing
what
about
one
Chuck
shoe.
Taylors is that you can wear, like, I don't know if you remember James Brown.
Yeah.
James Brown would buy 4 or 5 pairs of Chucks and then just mix and match them.
Yeah.
I miss that guy.
Yeah, he's sound at the King's Head.
King's
now,
Head, yeah.
Old James Brown starting the show late because he's outside smoking weed.
Smoking dope.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know anything about like the genesis of the King's Head and the Toad.
Mm-mm.
It's the same woman opened up both bars, both pubs. Her name was Heather something or other. She passed away last year. When her and her husband got divorced, he got the King's Head, she kept the Toad. Pretty much like the two kind of longest standing pubs in Winnipeg were opened by the same woman.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you had to get either the King's Head or the Toad, I mean, now
well, that's
I would have said Old Toad.
Yes.
No shade on you, but like also the thing is the new Toad. It's not. I'm not the same guy. I don't need a Toad anymore as much as I did.
And the Toad is not what it used to be at all.
Yeah, the other place had zones.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of one room.
Now it's like, yeah, there's the 2 rooms, and then.
But it's not. If a band is playing on one side, you feel like you're
kind of there.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Whereas like you could go to the ski bar or the.
The whiskey bar was a regular haunt for sure, but you could be there all night and not even realize your friend was over
in the cave, or you know what I mean? Like, yeah, for sure.
It was great. Okay, so Deanne didn't do the park because this is
maybe this is recent.
Maybe these kids were slamming Smirnoff Ice. I don't think so. Yeah. So interesting question. If you were gonna own one bar, I would have taken Old Toad, but now the King's Head is still going on, and like that might be the one.
The King's Head, I think, is probably like done the best. I would say, like, I mean, they seem to be the most consistent.
That's consistency. Like and they're still able to always be a young person bar.
Yes. Yeah, the Toad, I would say we're definitely like still a young person bar, but I definitely agree with you that the King's Head is
younger.
Did we get some gitch?
Yeah, we're getting some towel, I guess. You get the towel, I get the Pringles.
Okay.
Teamwork. This is the park has honestly been really good recently.
Yeah.
Obviously getting the encampment out helped.
Yeah.
And Deanne's been doing a lot, but yeah, something. I mean, there's 2 cans over there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's like park beer crimes and everything.
Yeah, this is wild. And unfortunately, the worst part about filling your bucket in this area is there's no good dumpsters around. They have.
So that's why it's probably a good last
full pack.
Okay, so that's like kind of. I was just thinking about this the other day. That's really interesting. You want a pack of darts?
Full beer, actually. Full beer, full pack. Something went wrong here.
Maybe maybe we just walked into the middle of something. Maybe they're on a piss break. No, those are pretty soggy.
Yeah, that's pretty soggy.
Yeah, so the King's Head for sure is, and I wonder who owns that building. I think that's got to be a heritage building.
I think so, yeah. If the garage next door is heritage, then yeah.
What goes on in there? It's just parking?
I've noticed that somebody put on an event there recently, which is I'm kind of pop-up comedy guy now.
Yeah.
As a weird twist of fate, after COVID, I produced outdoor comedy shows during COVID because that was all you could do, and then it's kind of become a bit of a niche. And
Yeah.
so I'm always interested in unorthodox events, and I did notice that somebody, I guess, rented it and put on a party there recently.
Yeah.
But in general, it is just parking. But it's definitely a heritage. Sorry, that wasn't how I meant that to
Look,
come
this
across.
one's got blood on it.
Say blood?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Maybe this is a crime scene.
It's a crime against humanity either way because
All
the
these
amount
beer
of litter
crimes.
here-
But yeah, look, there's a bunch of blood on that.
Oh, geez. Okay, well, we'll empty in this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the worst style of bin because it's loose and it can just blow through and blow out. But yeah, anyway, that garage is heritage, so I have to imagine if a goddamn vaulted garage is a heritage site, then the building attached to it is. Did you hear Moz, the Exchange Event Center got firebombed?
I heard, yeah. Well, no, I heard Tita's tie got fired.
Tita's die, and I think it was like the morning after, yesterday morning, somebody continued the string of arson that we're in the grips of and firebombed the Exchange Event Center has like the big room and then the Moz side.
Yeah.
They firebombed the Moz side to the point where all I could see from one picture was like you could see straight out to the sky.
No way.
Yeah. So it's like on that side, like I think that's it can't be a write-off because it's heritage, but like I was gonna see an artist there in November, and I can't imagine that show happens.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What a sin.
And what's actually crazy is this artist that I've followed for sort of like 20 years, and he never did Canada because he had a DUI, and he tried to come like at the start of his career, and they bounced him back.
Oh no.
And he must have finally sorted it out, and he was excited for this Canada tour, and well, he'll probably still do the other locations, just not Winnipeg.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Wax.
awful.
Great rapper named Wax.
Wax.
Yeah. Big shout out, Big Wax. I was actually going to try and get him on a guest. I've kind of know these producer guys who are friends with him.
Yeah.
And super coincidentally how I met them, and then that I was watching their movie, and I was like, there's like 3 Wax songs on this soundtrack. There has to be something going on here. And they're like, oh yeah, he's a buddy of ours.
No way.
Yeah, he's kind of like, oh, reach out, let him know I wanted him on the show. You got that? Get those little grasping claws on it. Thought you were getting away from us, did you?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really go downtown all that often. I don't know about you.
The Exchange is kind of become a new place of business for me. So and the Exchange is coming up. I really like what's going on in the Exchange.
I think the Exchange is like super cool.
Yeah.
But I don't find myself down there.
Like between Patent, Non-Such, Pump House, like basically the east side of the Exchange being a thing is huge.
Yeah.
It's still a shame because, what Winnipeg lacks, and I say this so much, is like any other city has an area where you can just walk for, half an hour, and it's just kind of like people out, bar district, whatever.
Yeah.
And we can't walk for 5 minutes in Winnipeg before you hit Confusion Corner. And you're done.
Yeah.
And then it picks up in South Osborne now, but for years that wasn't there. But it's still so disconnected. And the Exchange is as close as we'll ever get to being that like pub crawly neighborhood now that they built up the east side.
I mean, the village, I think in another 5 years, buddy, is going to be pretty stacked with restaurants and bars. Like they're opening up 2 new ones right across from the Toad.
Oh, in the commercial space of the new apartment building.
Hearth is moving in there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We got like that Baby,
Baby and Shirley's are huge.
Carlos.
Yeah. But, I mean, look, even if they built up the village as dense as it could be, it's still only going to be a 5-minute strut,
Right, but there's a lot of condensed,
Sure.
like if you have, right now, if you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know what I mean? You got like 10 restaurants in an 8-minute walk.
Right. It's true. Look, I'm not saying it's not getting better, but in any other city, you can walk for a half an hour up St. Catherine's or White Ave,
or Bloor or whatever.
Yeah. Toronto is almost unfair to put in the conversation. Like every other city manages to give you a decent strut, and we just haven't managed.
And for Winnipeg, being the size that it is, it really doesn't offer that.
Yeah, it's baffling, and like we've come now in the Exchange, we're close. But what I was trying to say is that you kind of can't make a certain stretch of Main nice. Like it's always going to be divided.
Yes.
So it'll be like 2 7-minute areas of strutting for a combined 15.
A place that's always really struck me as funny is when you're walking down like Waterfront.
Yeah.
And then you get to where it it's not waterfront anymore. Now you're on like Higgins.
Point Douglas.
Point Douglas,
yeah.
like once you cross that threshold, you're in a completely different place, and you have literally walked like across a line that is like, this is no longer gentrified.
Yeah, the credit to what they've done with waterfront
Is
that
incredible.
they've
Like
even managed to
waterfront's beautiful.
Yeah, and like I had a buddy, Paul Roblovskis, actually had a funny joke about like, you guys get, you know, you call it waterfront, but I'm hearing Point Douglas noises. You know, like he's like, and it's true, you're still in Point Douglas, so like the fact that they managed to brand us around it is crazy.
That is, he totally nailed it there, because like, it's like almost startling. It's like, I just went from this really nice, and it's like, you know, they spent a lot of money there building new places, and then all of a sudden it's like,
My grandparents' home was on Westgate and Armstrong Point.
Oh yeah.
And now all of West Broadway has sort of come up. But before, you were talking about going from Armstrong Point, which literally feels like a gated community. There are gates on it, but they don't actually close.
Close them, yeah.
Into like Furby and Langside. You know?
Yeah.
Like and that was, now those stretches of Furby and Langside are actually kind of nice. But for a while, I would say that was the steepest drop off you could do in the city.
Yeah, and it was like bad. Like
Yeah.
it was like, if you're out there at night, like you might get punched out, you might get robbed.
Oh yeah.
Like somebody's gonna steal your beer. Like
Yeah, Gangside.
yeah,
that
Gangside. We've for several years we tried to have a patio at the Toad. It's not a thing
The
anymore.
Happy Cooker won't play ball.
Oh no! It's the beer can, man. Like we can't compete with that.
Oh, crazy.
No one can around here. Like
Right.
as far as you know, and I'm not saying it as a negative thing.
Sure,
I just mean that
no.
like that's, you know what, Mike?
Shout out the beer can. It's,
exactly,
great,
Mike.
yeah.
It's a nice day. What are you doing? Let's go to the beer can.
Yeah. Great
And-
for all ages. Tons of seating.
You can bring your dog.
Dogs. Yeah.
You can bring your kid.
Yeah.
You can.
$11 beers. Don't love that, but
No, but whatever.
They were winning. Yeah.
They are winning. So, I mean, yeah, like that is definitely a dynamic that is new, that has really shaped the summers in the village.
Yeah. Really in the city, like it could hold a lot of people, you know.
And then do you remember there was that other one, and the
Oh yeah,
the
and the guy went very anti-vax.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Fuck this, I'm going back to Toronto."
Yeah, that was right on Portage. We actually did some comedy shows there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a beautiful space. You know, weird space, like, you know, it's sort of a dead zone of Portage, like you're next to the Shoppers on Burnell.
Yeah.
People are wandering over, like heckling over the fence, and it was weird, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay,
episode.
so I still got some trash here.
Oh sure, yeah, we do the final empty.
So Europe, all right.
So considering we're on the final empty, thanks for coming out. Appreciate you.
Oh,
Do you
man.
feel you got to talk all the trash you wanted? Do you have any final thoughts? And you don't need to have final thoughts, but
No, I don't.
Okay, great.
No, I had a great time, man. Thanks a
There you
lot
go.
for the invitation, and I appreciate it.
See you at the Toad.
Yeah, you may see me.
Out here again?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bring a friend.
Yeah.
Any two people walking and doing this are gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, big success. I'll do a little